In this video, we will review autoboxing and auto-unboxing within the Java programming language. Autoboxing is the automatic conversion that the Java compiler makes between the primitive types and their corresponding object wrapper classes. Let's take a look at this code. Here we have a list of type integer, which is a class. We also have a for loop, in the which we're looping by using an int and adding that int into the list of integers. Although you add the int value as primitive types rather than integer objects to the list called list integers, the code still compiles. Why? Why doesn't the Java compiler issue a compile time error? There's no compile error because it creates an integer from I and adds the object to list integers. How does Java do that? The compiler converts the integer using the value of method. At compile time, this will be replaced with this. Converting a primitive value, an int for example, into an object of the corresponding wrapper class is called autoboxing. The Java compiler applies autoboxing when a primitive value is number 1 passed as a parameter to a method that expects an object of the corresponding wrapper class, or number 2 assigned to a variable of the corresponding wrapper class. Let's consider the following method, SUMEven. We can see that the operators % and plus equals do not apply to integer objects. The Java compiler compiles the method without issuing any errors. The compiler does not generate an error because it invokes the int value method to convert an integer to an int at runtime, like this. Converting an object of a wrapper type, such as an integer, to its corresponding primitive type, like an int, value is called unboxing. The Java compiler applies unboxing when an object of a wrapper class is number 1 passed as a parameter to a method that expects a value of the corresponding primitive type, number 2 assigned to a variable of the corresponding primitive type. The unboxing example shows how this works. Here we have an int that we're actually retrieving from the list of integers. Let's run it and see the code work. Run as Java application. First integer in list. Autoboxing and unboxing lets developers write cleaner code, making it easier to read. This concludes our discussion of autoboxing and auto-unboxing in Java.